Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Rugby League Outlaws, brought to you by ZeroTackle.com, LeagueUnlimited.com, the Inappropriate T-shirt company.
In our new sponsored segment, Top Sport, bringing you Dan and Terry's tips. Exciting times.
But Dan,
Terry, unfortunately, the big talking point this week's the HIAs.
it is. We lost, 7 or 8 people to HIAs this week.
In 2 games.
Yeah.
We saw the farcical scenes on Saturday afternoon and thought, it's not getting any worse than this, and it actually got worse later that night.
Yeah, the Sharks ended up with no one on their bench for 43 minutes of the game or something. Will Kennedy got a HIA just before half time.
Absolutely ludicrous. And Canberra themselves, I mean, with a full squad, you gotta imagine they go on to win that game.
Up 31-10 and lose all those players. So
the discussion's already started, and for the life of me, I can't understand why this isn't already a thing. Possibly even 18th, even 19th man. What are your thoughts?
Should be a 19th. There should be 18 and 19. You should be able to carry a back and a forward. We name a 21-man squad and get rid of 4 players. Why? 2 of the players don't go back to two of the players for the Sharks literally warmed up. Andrew Fifita and Nate McDonald warmed up with the Sharks on Saturday night.
They're just sitting there. I mean, there's got to be a point. It's almost laughingstock worthy because the AFL already do it. I think the New South Wales Cup do it because I noticed Newtown tweeted that there's a HIA replacement player designated. Why this isn't a thing in the time of player welfare, and we're both big proponents of player welfare. This is just screaming, you need a HIA replacement. You can't fake this. No. It's not your club doctor. You're getting ruled out by an independent registered doctor.
Yeah, do you do it just for foul play or do you do it for every HIA?
I think every HIA.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. You need to have an 18th or 19th man the minute someone's got a concussion.
I heard someone suggest that the first HIA, well, that's just bad. Not bad luck.
Yeah.
As soon as you get a second one, you get that player come in. I'm 100% okay with that. And anyone
unless the first one comes from a bad swinging arm or foul play.
Yeah, I agree.
If the first one's friendly fire, maybe so, but then the second and third one, and you want to talk about player welfare. Cronulla should not have finished that game with 13 players.
Absolutely not. There could be so many injuries come out of that, and you only needed one bloke to grab at a hamstring or a knee and go down injured, and he couldn't come off. Curtis Scott played 55 minutes with a broken rib.
He didn't have to play though.
He has to though. If he comes off, the Warriors win that game in a canter. You can't play with 12th man.
Yeah, you can't. But if your rib's that bad, you can come off.
Well, he made one hit up. After they announced the broken ribs, and
that's just a standard game for Curtis Scott.
I'm a big fan of Curtis Scott, mate. I thought he did well. It's going to be a discussion. There's got to be
there's got to be change about it. If we want to change all the rules about 6 agains and a faster game, then they've got to change that. Speaking of the faster game, Dan, do you think that's resulted in all the injuries?
Doesn't help. Now look, there's injuries are going to happen. This is part of the game. You saw with Mitch Moses, he got in a terrible position. That's got nothing to do with fatigue. That was just bad luck.
Yeah, same as Ruben Cotter from the Cowboys.
Spot on. I mean, things are going to happen, but for mine, injuries are becoming more and more frequent each week. And I know it's because a lot of big name players are happening in clumps, and it's really in your face. But it's something they got to look at.
Yeah, you do have to look at it. We've tried the 6 again rule. Let's just peg it back. Keep the no scrums. I'm happy with the no scrums. Let's get rid of that 6 again rule. It's terrible.
Look, I don't hate the rule in any way, but
I do. I'm over it.
It's a short sample size. If you got a heap of injuries, then you got to look and say what's causing those injuries. Because ultimately, if you got the best players in the game sitting injured because of a new rule, that's ludicrous.
Speaking of ludicrous, Jason Taumalolo wants to play for Queensland.
I couldn't believe this when I saw it. I thought it was one of those joke accounts.
It's just another Queensland scheme. They did it with Tony Carroll.
They did. Adrian Lamb, always good. Always a Queenslander along the way. You guys have got no.
I swear to God, I laugh every day about Greg Inglis being able to play for Queensland, and I went to high school with him. But if Jason Taumalolo is able to play for New Zealand, then Tonga, and then Queensland, you might as well just play for Australia afterwards.
Exactly. Ooh, that's where it's going to ultimately end. You play one or the other. Yeah, it's enough.
It's absolute no. Michael Morgan.
Horrible news. Todd Payton yesterday did say that he looks like he may play next week, but it's either that or he's going to retire. There has to be some middle ground there.
I mean, if he plays next week against Cronulla and he doesn't make 40 tackles on that shoulder, then we've the game plan's wrong.
That's the thing. Michael Morgan's got a bad shoulder. There's your target. Hit him.
Yeah.
That's his future.
And even if they kick to that side of the field, you run it back to that side of the field.
And run at Morgan.
Yeah, so he's making all the tackles.
He's a fantastic player. If that news is true and he is forced an earlier time, that's horrible for the game.
I mean, you just got to think about his 2017 season, how he took that dreadful Cowboys team all the way to a grand final.
Unheard of. It's a real shame. But for me, the highlight of the week, Ricky Stewart's press conference.
If anything, he's entertaining.
He's definitely entertaining. The way he went in, ran 17 cliches and then said, oh, by the way, I have a foundation and if I was getting fined and it was going there. And then he makes but I can't say what I believe to be true because you pretty much just call the ref a cheat and it looks like they're going to fine him anyways.
It was a dreadful decision by Henry Perenara. That was as forward as it gets. He stood there, looked at it, thought about it and went, no.
Yeah, I thought he was going to blow it up.
No. If he gets another game, he's terrible.
Look,
he's absolutely... No, I don't care. Henry Perenara is... We talk about the Sutton brothers. Henry Perenara is the worst.
He is fantastic there. I'll give you that. Look, I thought it was forward.
Yeah.
But even if you did... There were 30 other instances of things that Ricky Stewart could have lent on. Like the fact that they played with like 13 players for almost an hour and he had to make a thing. I knew he would. He cannot accept the loss. But you know,
Henry Perenara's no forward pass is not the biggest blunder of the weekend. The biggest blunder of the weekend came in the Tigers-Knights game where Jaden Brayley kicked a 40-20. The ball bounced out. The touchy looked at it, bounced out, and then watched Dane Laurie jump from row 4 to catch the ball and make it back in the field and play. Her and Henry should be watching the game. Mate, that was terrible. Don't put him on a Newtown game.
She's the exact same referee though that said that Cody Ramsey scored when he put.
When he grabbed the ball round 3. Yeah.
So maybe we got to test them for HIH.
Entertaining round.
What's annoying Terry?
What's annoying Terry this week?
Touch judges. They've been absolutely horrific this weekend. The blunders they've made, the forward passes they've missed. The calls they've given back to the referee, they're a waste of time and money. Just get rid of them. That's what's annoying, Terry. Let's talk some footy, Dan. Let's review the round very quickly. We were blessed with the Thursday night game. Game of the round for mine. Penrith 12, Melbourne 10.
Fantastic. This could be a grand final preview again.
Again, yeah. No Pappenhausen, no Cleary, no Coruscant. You think some of the big stars out of the game. Penrith, they found a way to get home.
Fantastic. And the way this weekend started, I thought, fantastic. It didn't all go that way, but this was a bloody good start to the round.
And it was an enjoyable Thursday night as well.
Absolutely.
Dragons 38, Manly 12. Manly's miserable season just continues to go. Shame for Ben Hunt as well, playing some good footy, gets injured.
That's real bad. But look, controversial hot take, I know. Manly can't win the premiership this year. I'm writing them off.
Yeah,
I know it's only round 3, but they're gone.
They're gone, and I think the season now is going to step up for Corey Norman because he's had 2 really good games since he's come back, and he needs to continue that momentum.
It's funny how well he plays when he's off contract. 1-year deals, I think, are the way to go.
Absolutely.
Moving forward.
Souths 26, the Roosters 16. You called it.
I picked it. I didn't see it happen in the way it went, unfortunately. Yeah. But in terms of the result, you can get over that. It happens. In terms of the injuries, I think the Roosters may have just...
That's it.
Done.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say it, but
they've got a lot of talent. They'll still make the finals, but I think, they're premiership hopes.
Well, they lost their one true superstar half. Now they're relying on a couple of rookies.
Speaking of superstars, Latrell Mitchell.
He's good. He's real. We knew it was coming.
Yeah,
it was only a matter of time.
He's an absolute freak.
Cody Walker too.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's a good game without being fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Canberra 31, the Warriors 34. The Warriors' biggest ever comeback.
It was fantastic.
Terrible circumstances.
It was. I was cheering them home though.
My multi wasn't cheering them home at all.
Hey, look, sometimes you got to cop that for the good of rugby league, and I thought this was good for the game.
I tell you what, Canberra looked dreadful on that left edge the minute Jared Croker came back.
Yeah, they did. Mate, Sebastian Kris, he looked awesome. Really, really good in the second row. He's going to be a freakish player. I heard he's off contract. I don't know. I'd be giving him a call right about now.
I'd be pushing him back into the centre to get rid of Croker.
Yeah,
he's
even
terrible.
So.
Yeah, he's terrible. Chris will get a spot with Curtis Scott.
Yeah, fair enough too.
Brisbane 24, the Dogs nil.
This first half, that was worse than
I'm glad I got a concussion. Yeah, I'm glad I forgot this game.
Not good. Jermaine Azarko, though. Herbie Farnworth, there were some highlights there.
Yeah, Xavier Coates continues to, I think he's the 3rd top try scorer at the moment now.
That's
in
fantastic.
A team that's dreadful, yeah.
And they're sitting above some pretty handy sides in the competition right now.
They are. The Dogs, this is probably one of the worst rugby league sides I've ever seen assembled, and they've spent a bucket load of money.
Atrocious is too nice a word. Like, we try and be positive here, but it's impossible.
Nah.
They haven't scored a single point in 2 games now in professional rugby league.
And I think their last try was like in the 50th minute of round 1 as well.
And it was a fluke try when the game was gone. This is going to be a long season. And I'll say it again, they're going to need more than Matt Burton and Josh Adokar right about now. Buyers remorse.
Para 28, Cronulla 4. Cronulla Brave in the game with 15 minutes to go, but Parramatta just, it's not their fault. Cronulla had no troops. They just did what they had to do. Very classy.
Parramatta did what they needed to do. They weren't outstanding. They didn't need to be. No. They knew they had us beat. Look, like I said, Cronulla were brave. Every player, that usually plays 40, 50 minutes, had to play 80. I can't be Cronulla.
Last year, Cronulla conceded 60.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they were well in this as much as they could be. Again, though, you need that 80.
Yeah, my wife watched Clint Gutherson for the first time ever and just said he was unfair how good he was.
Nice, good looking him.
Yeah, good
worst haircut you'll ever seen. He totally pulls it off.
And he's a great footballer as well.
He's fantastic. Love the king.
Knights 20, Tigers 24. Newcastle. What are you doing losing to the Tigers? You just can't do it. Their fans have lost all right for being around us now.
Mitchell Pearce.
Give us one more. We're not the only one who lose milestone games. Cowboys 8, Titans 44.
This I've been waiting all season for. The AJ Brimson show is back.
Yeah, look, the Titans are really good. They're not going to win the premiership, but they've got one hand on the 4X trophy. They're going to keep it. Yeah, they're going to keep it. We'll have to make a trophy and send it to them. But what a round of footy we had.
Good round of footy.
Yeah, glad I'll forget it.
Terry, exciting times, mate.
Talk to me, Daniel.
Top Sport are come on board and they're going to sponsor our weekly tipping segment, which is fantastic. Really good news too, because I believe I tipped 9 out of 8 last week.
Something like that. You were on fire.
On fire. So definitely get with it. We're also going to throw some first try scorer bets on and possibly keep a tab, see how we go at the end of the year.
See how much money we make, everyone.
It's going to be fantastic.
You should be rich. Quit your job.
Done.
Thursday night, an atrocious game of rugby league sees Manly take on the Panthers.
So positive.
At Brookvale Stadium. This is going to be an absolute thumping. Penrith are going to win this 13+.
Yeah, I would be very, very surprised if it's anything less than a landslide. Who's first try scorer?
I think we agreed. Charlie Staines is going to stop working on cars and
get back on try scoring. Scored on the weekend, so
yeah, ended his drought.
He did. He's 2 games try scoring. Yeah. Pretty good start. I'm very, very confident here. You can take that to the bank.
Yeah, look, the next game, Good Friday, sees the Dogs and the Rabbits. And usually over the year, this has been an absolute banger. This weekend, it will be an absolute belting. Again, the Rabbitohs 13+ for me.
Undoubtedly. This is...
Stick your money on Dan Gagai.
Gagai, yeah. They're pretty thin out wide, to be honest, the Bulldogs. Do you see them scoring any points, though? That's the big question.
I am going to stick some money on no. I'm going to go 3rd week in a row.
That would be some sort of record.
Only topped by Cronulla in 2014.
There you go.
Cool. Friday night, the Storm versus Broncos. This will be quite a good game. Pappenhausen back. I don't believe in the Kevolution this week, though.
Because we've got their tail up.
Yeah, I think the Storm have lost 2 in a row. It doesn't happen. 3 in a row is almost
unheard of. Yeah. Unheard of. They're going to come out. They're going to be smarting from their defeat last week. The way it happened too. Mate, for me, Justin Olam, if he plays, is going to be a red hot tip first try scorer. He's going to want it so badly, and he's shown a propensity not to pass.
Yeah, that was a terrible decision, wasn't it? Saturday afternoon, we are blessed with the Sharks versus Cowboys.
Oh, stop the fight.
I can't see things getting any better for the Cowboys.
No, me neither. Cronulla should win this game fairly comfortably. Thinking 1-12 or 13+?
I'm thinking 1-12 because it's just the Sharks.
Yeah, fair enough.
They'll do enough to win.
As any.
Yeah, Braden Hamlin-Uele will score first try in this game.
That'd be good. He up the middle, he's a bit of a weapon. Hasn't scored yet this season.
Nah, so no time like the present.
Done.
Saturday night, what a game this is. Titans versus Raiders up on the Gold Coast.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is going to be game of the round for mine.
Yeah, it's hard to go past this. Both teams can put points on and quickly. The defence of both sides have been pretty good. I know Canberra fell apart late for obvious reasons. Yeah. Wouldn't look too much into that.
I'm going the Titans 1-12. Wouldn't surprise me if it went to Golden Point.
Ooh, I like that. Yes. AJ Brimson for me, first try scorer. I'm his biggest fan.
Yeah, we know that. We know that, Daniel. Sunday afternoon, Knights versus Dragons.
Dragons for me, mate. I can't tip Newcastle after that, although Ben Hunt.
I'm going to go with the Knights for a bounce back 13+, but Zach Lomax first try scorer.
Yeah, okay, Newcastle 1-12. And Lomax I love. He's a freakish player.
Roosters versus Warriors at the SCG. This is a classic Easter game for mine.
This is going to be good.
No Keary.
No.
Brings it back a little bit. I'm going to tip the upset on this one here. I'm going to go Warriors 1-12.
Young Walker should debut. There's been rumblings the last few weeks. I think you have to play him out of necessity now. I think Suwali's going to debut as well. The talk is Joey Manu's going to move into the 6, which I know you're not a big fan of, but to get this kid playing, perhaps it's worth it. I think the Roosters will have just enough, but I wouldn't expect anything less than a huge effort from the
Who's your
Warriors.
first try scorer?
Oh, look, you go one of the kids. You go Brett Morris. No, what am I talking about? Brett Morris is going to score his 100th try in a row. He found the line despite not having too much possession on the weekend. Good play.
And to finish the round of the Easter Monday game is the West Tigers versus Parramatta Eels at Stadium Australia.
The Tigers have earned the right for us to actually discuss this, but I think Parramatta are just going to be too good.
Yeah, I'm going Parramatta on this one, 1-12. Blake Ferguson, first try scorer.
Yeah, fair call too.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Rugby League Outlaws brought to you by Punctured Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere we are on social media. Don't forget to trash us in the comments. We'll see you next week.